there, I'm Ronnie Epps, and this is Joel Kennedy.
We've got an awesome show for you today.
Our very own Doug Bremer will be visiting us in the studio. Doug, really?
What?
Get out of here, Doug.
What? No, but seriously.
Doug, seriously, get out now.
We'll see what's going on in the music department.
And check out what kinds of changes are going to be happening in WCHS, switches from trimesters to semesters.
So don't touch that dial.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Cue
1.
later, cue stay.
Welcome back.
This past Saturday, several students, along with Mr. Stye and Mrs. Robilliard, went to Algona for the annual solo and ensemble competition.
Webster City showed off the best of the best and came home with great results.
Maggie caught the bus north and is back here with the scoop.
This Saturday, 20 WCHS students from the music department traveled to Algona to participate in solo and ensemble. Solo and ensemble is a contest where students prepare solos to be judged. Before they perform, they spend hours practicing prior to the competition. Both vocal and band performers are judged on the same 7 criteria. They are judged on their tone quality, intonation, or in other words, their pitches, rhythm, technique, musicianship, dictation, articulation, and other performance factors such as appropriate appearance, poise, or facial expressions. Once they have performed in front of a judge, they receive a rating on a 5-to-1 scale, 1 being the best. Betsy Hoover received 2 of the band's 4 #1 ratings. The others that got 1s were Matthew Reeves on the alto sax and Trevor Sela along with Josh Larson doing a duet on the clarinet. The vocal department had Lisa Moba and Caitlin Japuntich receive 1s also. All of the solo and ensemble participants put in a lot of hard work, so be sure to congratulate them on their achievements.
Great job, everybody.
You should all be very proud.
You know, I couldn't get up and sing a solo or play an instrument in front of a judge.
Neither could I. I'd be really nervous.
I'm a little nervous about next year.
Why is that?
This school is going to be so different.
What do you mean?
Let's let Matt take it from here.
Last school board meeting, Mr. Hunt suggested sweeping changes, and if approved, the next school year, students at WCHS will be coming back to a very different high school. No, there won't be any physical changes to the building. I'm talking about the switch from trimesters to semesters. Why will we be changing our schedule?
For different reasons. A lot of it is scheduling. When we try to schedule classes with other districts or Iowa Central classes, those college classes, the trimester and the semester don't fit very well together. So that's one of the main reasons. Another main reason is by switching to the semester to allow teachers more time in classes with students. There are several things that it will change probably. The number of credits that students need will change. How courses are selected will change. How you take courses, that stuff will change. I don't think anything of it will be a major change that will really affect students and what happens here at Webster City High School, though.
What concerns should students have?
I think really the only concerns that students should have is making sure that they have the required classes needed to fulfill the requirements for graduation. Other than that, it shouldn't be anything major.
So according to Mr. Hunt, there aren't any major changes that students should worry about. And while some changes are more subtle, others are very noticeable. When students opened their course offering book at class registration, they probably noticed some classes are just not there, and that more Iowa Central Community College classes are becoming available. Also, the GPA system is going to slightly change, meaning, for example, that an A- no longer counts as a 4.0. And what do students think about all this? The semesters.
It'd be pretty cool because that's how it was in Texas. I'll be used to it.
I don't like the switch because it'll mess up my GPA.
I don't really care that much because a class is a class to me.
Students at WCHS may still have their doubts about semesters, but regardless of their opinions, the new schedule will be in effect next year. I'm Matt O'Connor reporting for Wctv, and I've decided I'm going to keep an open mind about semesters.
That shouldn't be so bad.
Yeah, I guess not. It'll sure take some getting used to, though.
We'll all benefit from it in the end.
You know, a lot has happened around the world in the last couple of weeks.
We like to keep you up on things to date. So here's Doug with this week's World Update.
Okay, Doug, now it's your turn.
Thanks, guys. Well, the final resting place for Pope John Paul II was determined on Tuesday, which will be the grave once occupied by Pope John XXIII beneath St. Peter's Basilica. Pope John Paul died Saturday after his 26 years of papacy. He was 84. Hundreds of people gathered at Terry Schiavo's memorial held by her parents, Bob and Mary Schindler, in Florida on Tuesday. Her husband, Michael Schiavo, will hold a separate service in Pennsylvania and have her ashes buried there as well. Terry Schiavo suffered from brain damage in 1990 after her heart stopped briefly. She died at the age of 41 just last week. After much controversy, the wedding date for Prince Charles and Camilla Parker Bowles has been moved to the day after Pope John Paul's funeral service, after it was originally planned for the day of the funeral. The two will be wed in a town hall at Windsor, just west of London. In the world of sports, the NCAA Men's Basketball Championship was held on Monday in St. Louis, with the Tar Heels of North Carolina beating the Illinois Fighting Illini 75-70 after a long, hard-fought game. Sean May of North Carolina, celebrating his 21st birthday, was named MVP with 26 points and 10 rebounds. His 26-point performance matches his father, Scott May's total when he won the national title with Indiana in 1976. And finally, with Major League Baseball kicking off their opening night last Sunday with the Yankees beating the Red Sox, some of the players' seasons were already ending. 38 minor league players, including 8 from the Mariners and Cubs organizations, failed the steroid testing, with 10 players giving their outright release. The lone major leaguer who failed, Alex Sanchez of the Tampa Bay Devil Rays, was given a 10-game suspension, which started on Monday. I also want to throw in that the Women's College Basketball Championship was held on Tuesday, with Baylor defeating Michigan State 84-62. That about wraps it up for this session of World News Update. Back to you guys, Ronnie and Joel.
Thanks, Doug.
Well, we're out of here, but we'll see you next week.
Don't forget about the variety show this weekend.
There are performances at 7 on Friday and Saturday in the Premsa High Auditorium, and one at 2 on Sunday.
See ya.
Let me just tell you what bugs me. The anchor's taking my airtime. Ronnie Epps, are you serious? Joel Kennedy, what does that guy shave his legs? Look at those eyebrows and those split ends. Why don't you get a haircut, pal? And another thing.